So in this video, this third video of the series, I'm going to do market trends and preferences and how have they shaped the 2020 luxury real estate market, and do we expect those trends and preferences to continue into 2023? That's what we're talking about today, and we're starting right now. I'm Sherry Ann Green with Coldwell Banker. Welcome to my YouTube channel that guides home sellers and home buyers in Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia. Let's first look at velocity and volume of sales. Luxury properties sold much faster in 2021 than they did in 2020. Single-family homes were on the market for a median of 17 days in 2021, and that's down from 39 days in 2020. Attached properties also dropped and wound up having a median days on market of 18 in 2021. So homes were selling more quickly, and I think that goes back to something I talked about in a previous video. We talked about panic buying versus confident buying. We started seeing that confident buying in 2021, and people knew what they wanted and knew that they could move quickly. A lot of the averages of 2020 were part of the first half of the year, right? So January, February, March, then everything stopped, and then we started seeing that panic buying sort of April, May, June. Then the condo market stopped a little bit, and in some big cities it stopped altogether, right? So you have to take that into account when you look at the numbers of 2020. So we get to 2021 and people are buying, and they're buying quickly, even in the luxury market space. One of the biggest questions people have about real estate is, could we see more listings in 2022 and even into 2023? While the listing level is still really low in 2022, we could see that gap begin to close. If the turning point has been reached, then we could see the number of sellers willing to put their home on the market rise at the latter half of 2022 and into 2023. Some sellers may have been eager to sell their house in 2021, but didn't out of fear of the market they were looking to move to, fear of the housing shortage in that market, and fear of the competition. Yes, even in the luxury market space, some sellers wanted to buy elsewhere after they sold here and just didn't sell here because they didn't think they could go there. So the events of 2020 and 2021 have really led to what we call real estate realism. Realizing that a price ceiling may have been reached in some markets, some sellers may get more realistic with their pricing as they put their home on the market. And buyers who lost out in 2021 may change their expectations as they continue to look in 2022 and even into 2023. And by that, what do I mean? In some of the previous videos, I've talked about how in 2020 and 2021, the trend was buyers didn't want to buy a house that needed work. They are hearing supply chain issues and issues with getting contractors. They're working from home, and they certainly don't want to go through a reno at home while they're doing that. But as we move into some buyer fatigue and not being able to find what they want, buyers may set their expectations differently as well, and they may start to accept the fact that they have to buy a house that does need some work. So the realism for the buyer is that they may realize they can't buy a move-in ready house. Something else that could help with the luxury market is a new construction ramp up that we are seeing. The labor shortages and the supply chain issues that we saw in 2021 are largely expected to get better in 2022, and that is going to create a new construction ramp up. New home construction activity had already seen an increase at the end of 2021, and that should continue all throughout 2022. The point of all this is we should see some balance in the market, right? So realism in real estate is what's going to rule the day for the rest of this year. Realistic buying, what do I have to buy to get the house that I want? Maybe it needs some repairs. Realistic selling, what is it I need to price my house at to get the buyer that I want, knowing that the interest rates have changed? And realistic expectations of new opportunities that could come along from the new construction ramp up. Interested in learning more? Don't forget to download the report. Scroll down to the description and find the link where you can download the full report for free. And if you're interested in the luxury market, make sure you watch this video next.